All right. Hello. Welcome to a new day, a new week, and a new stream. If you hear any noises in the background, don't you worry. That's just my little ace. Little is not the right term, but that's my portable AC unit behind me that I need to keep myself cool, keep myself nice and cool in here. The sun doesn't cook me. But yeah, here we are. We're doing the stuff. Doing the stuff and the things. I came back from fucking the summer con, which actually I only ended up going Friday because uh, I've mentioned it in community posts before. I'm in a financial rut right now, so uh, had to play it cheap basically. Couldn't do too much. Couldn't stay at a hotel. Couldn't go more than one day, etc., etc. Right? And of course, the day that I go is the day that it decides to absolutely pour. Of course, that's the day that the rain decides to come in and just absolutely pour. And even better, the Washington State Summer Con doesn't take place in a normal convention center. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Hold on, let me bring this up. No, 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 no. It takes place on a fairgrounds. It takes place in the state fairgrounds in the city of Puyallup. It takes place on the state fairgrounds, which is primarily open air. Like there are buildings scattered amongst the fairgrounds where the con stuff is, and then everything else is, just open air, just open air that you have to walk, just open air land that you got to walk across to get to the other stuff, get to the other buildings. And there's concession stands and a food stand, and little food court area and stuff like that, right? So it's like, son of a bitch. To get anywhere, you had to risk you had to brave the pouring rain, and it only got worse as the day went on Friday. It only got worse. The rain only got more and more intense as things went on. So, you know, trying to go from building to building only got riskier and riskier the longer you stayed, and it was just ah ah ah. ah. But I at least got to meet Alex Rochon, the voice of Kane from Amazing Digital Circus, which I got to catch up on that. I know episode 5 came out recently. I got to catch up on that stuff. Um, as well as I got to meet Dan Slott. Dan Slott, the writer for some of the best like Spider-Man and Fantastic Four stories ever, in my opinion. Like one of the like keystone writers for modern Spider-Man and Fantastic Four. He's great. I got a copy of Spider-Geddon signed by him, and turns out he also wrote a Doctor Who graphic novel, starring the 10th Doctor. And my mom was with me for this because she likes to attend the cons as well. Um, my dad didn't come along because one, that would have been just a little extra, expensive, and also he just got back from London and his back is killing him and shit. So we had to go have fun on our own. But she loves Doctor Who. She loves Doctor Who. Like she enjoys Spider Man and all that, but she's not as dedicated to that kind of thing as like me and my dad are. But she loves Doctor Who. Like I created a problem when I introduced Doctor Who to her. She loves it. Uh, so she definitely she got the Doctor Who book and signed by him. Yeah, and he's a very talkative guy. He's a very nice, very talkative man, and an absolute nerd as well. He was showing us a bunch of pictures he got with like Doctor Who actors and all this other stuff. He's yeah, total nerd. If Dan Slott hadn't gotten big from writing comic books, he would have been on the other end at these cons getting things signed. Absolutely. That's the kind of person he is. He is Dan Slott is what happens when a fan ends up actually getting big writing for the thing that they enjoy. So, he's cool. He's cool. But yeah. Anything else happen? Anything else? Oh yeah, I nearly got I lucked out and just barely did not get sick from eating undercooked chicken. Yeah, I had some chicken strips and fries at one of the concession stands. And we realized and my mom just got fries. We realized should have just gotten a corn dog. Should have just gotten a corn dog for sustenance. Um, Two of the strips were fine. It was like three chicken strips. Two of the strips were perfectly fine. Really good. Like they were thinner and they were cooked all the way through, nice and crunchy, perfect temperature, right? The third one though had more fat to it, and apparently that fat was just enough that it did not get cooked all the way through. So at one point when I bit into it, I noticed there was some pink. So I proceeded to stop eating that, and we got a refund. Oh boy. But yeah, that was most of my experience. That was most of my experience at the Washington Summer Con. One second. No. That was most of my experience. Is there anything else of note? Anything else at all? Anything at all? Oh yeah, the last guy I was considering like seeing at the con was Robert Picardo, who's the doctor, the holographic doctor on Star Trek Voyager. But as we were gonna like head over to an ATM and get out the money for it because they were like only taking cash or some shit. We saw Robert Picardo like pack up his stuff in his backpack and leave. Like, well, shit. Okay then. And by then it was pouring rain outside, and we were just like, we saw some decent stuff. It's all right. It was a decent first outing. We'll be better prepared next year. So we'll be better prepared next year. Oh well. Now then, updates aside, today let's actually get into the game, shall we? The game being this Warriors Abyss. It's that Dynasty Warriors game that came out, the Dynasty Warriors spin-off that came out. It's part Dynasty Warriors, part Samurai Warriors, with like guest characters in the form of three of the anime girls from Atelier for some reason. I don't know why. But essentially it's a big old Warriors franchise crossover game that takes the form of a roguelike. Where you fight through the pits of hell. Simple as, really. I've already technically beaten the game. Beaten the final boss and all that. But of course, in a roguelike, that just means That just means you have unlocked the ability to enter the hard modes. You know? So, yeah. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. I unlocked new music. Oh, shit. What's this one? Yeah. Oh. So yeah, you can unlock basically every character that has ever been playable in a Warriors game. At least almost all of them, as far as I know. And then there's these three. Which, it's so jarring. Like, Samurai Warriors, you know? You get, like, the actual Warriors game characters, and then Anime Girl. Literally, like, a render of a 3D model. Render of a 3D model, 3D model, anime. 2D Anime Girl. Like, well then. So yeah, we're just gonna be doing this for tonight. Just gonna be hanging out, fucking around, having some fun, playing some whatever. Tokugawa's new star increases attack by 5% for every Tokugawa emblem. Sure. Increases the amount of karma embers. It will become less likely for unlocked heroes to appear at crystal saplings. Enemy abilities +1. Yeah, so just make it harder. Well, now we're gonna do the fighting. Oh boy! It's time to enter the pits of hell. So yeah, this is the game. There we go. First level finish. Ooh. And so now you can form alliances with heroes that you've unlocked. Basically other characters that you've unlocked. They will give you the emblems, which upgrade your stats in various areas, like elemental emblems upgrade your elemental damage, obviously. And then the other emblems will just upgrade the relevant stats. So, you know, speed makes you move faster and stuff like that. But when you take on an alliance, it also means you can summon them mid-combo, or at the end of your combo. So, like, I've taken on this alliance, and that means if I do my one light attack, heavy attack combo, I can do this now. And then summon her, and then she does that. So, yeah. And so you have 6 slots, 1 for each, like, potential combo you can do. Then you gotta work on, you know, you gotta find your synergies. You gotta find your synergies and not die. How many Tokugawa guys here? No. You? Any Tokugawa people here? That's Oda. Oda Tokugawa is... Oh. Then what about the last one? Oh, my best bet's over here. Whee! It is slowing down a little bit, I notice. It wasn't doing that before I beat the final boss, so I'm not quite sure what's causing that. What if I set things to low? No, that's not changing anything. Weird. Could it be VSync? Do I have to turn VSync off? Oh, nope. I can't really change my form at all. Not right now, at least. Hey, you're not the right guy. Fine. Fine, we'll take you. What do you do? Wow, you suck. That guy really sucks. And then this is, okay, yeah, this is basically everybody. And this can include literally everyone. There we go. Hell yeah. Toyotomi. Alright, fine. Let's just keep building up alliances for now. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. 3. Wee! Wee, alright. Yeah, first few bits are pretty easy. Homie, Jin, random guy. There are still potentially some Oda people here. That's the closest I'm getting, but that's Oda Nobunaga, that's not Tokugawa. Sure, let's get a crystal bead. Whee! Give me that. All right. Easy. Easy. Hey, achievement. Acquired a total of 50,000 karma emeralds. You know what? He's my best bet. Yes, do it again. Hey, there you are. Now I have a full formation. Now you can move them around to change, you know, which ones activate it, which combos, and usually they'll get a bonus as well. So for this formation, the two that are on the 5 and 6 combos gain a 20% damage boost. See what happens. Okay, let's keep it on that and see what happens. It wasn't doing that before. It only started happening after I beat the game. Who knows? Maybe it's intentional. Nope, definitely not. Oh. Sure, let's take some vigor. Get you. There we go. Defeat. I have to do it again. Alright, well. Whee. Yeah, this is definitely not right. Yeah, it's definitely not right. Oh no, let me check. Let me check and see if anyone else has had this problem. I found a few people having the problem. Sorry, I've been quiet. I'm just looking. I found a few people having the problem, but I can't seem to find a common solution. It's like just a few people have gotten it, not enough for anyone to make total note of the problem. You know what, we're gonna try something. And now I'm going to restart it with these new settings. And then we'll see how it behaves. For the first number of hours, for the first few hours, it was perfectly fine. It was totally fine. No problems whatsoever. In fact, it was perfectly fine up until I beat the game, at which point things started to go south. Right. So we're on low graphics, no VSync, and full screen rather than borderless window. Oh, juicy meat. So the moment of truth is here. Nope, there's still slowdown. Not as much slowdown, but there's definitely still slowdown. We display mode. What the? Did it change? Did it not maintain full screen? It's saying display mode window again. What the fuck? That's not right. That's not supposed to happen. I wonder how it runs on my Steam Deck. I played it a little bit on my Steam Deck and it ran fine. Also, YouTube's giving me... Hold on. YouTube's giving me a streaming error. Stream status poor, except it looks fine. Yeah, it looks fine on my end. Oh. I didn't know such a simple game was going to be racked with technical problems. Oh, come on. Why is that not triggering? There we go. That's more like it. And use the ult. I call it the ult, and I mean, it's basically what it is. Use the Muso attack. There we go. Oh. Miss me, sucker. Or should I say spewer? Get it? Because it's called Sin Spewer? Get it? Get it? I'm a comedic genius. Wee! There we go. Come on, big guy, do your thing. Yeah. And here we go. Boom! Alright. We did it. We did. Yay. Let's go faster. I am speed. I am the speed. Hey, cause slashing strikes to be unleashed at the beginning of charge attacks. And we're back to the slowdown. Whoop. Eat shit. There we go. say we just go for the generic tree. Go for it. Destroy them all. Here we go. Oh, don't worry, I'm already in the middle of doing that game. Destroying 100 minions. Whee! Done. Easy. Can't even get the other two. Ooh, Peach. Yeah, sure. Let's see what the store has to offer. Sure, why not? Another peach. Just increase my health even more. Easy. You can form an alliance with Ranmu Mori and Oda. I don't really get anything out of doing that. I'm being totally honest. He doesn't give me any unique buffs. Bam. There we go. Almost there. Almost got them. There we go. Keep on going, I suppose. definitely getting some, like, input delay. I think maybe my CPU could be bottlenecked? I don't know. Doesn't feel like it should. Go. Get him. Yeah. Alright. It's gonna take forever. Oh, but we're at the boss fight. There's what, 4 boss fights before the final boss, so. Alright, asshole. There we go. There we go. Just gonna keep on doing that. There we go. Getting there, getting there. Almost stunned. There we go. Oh, no, you don't. No, 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 no. Bam, there we go. Ow. Here we go. Oh, miss me. Oh, miss. There we go. Oh shit. Ow. Go. Just gotta get rid of the... There! Okay. Okay, so you can do friendly fire on them. You can do some good old friendly fire, get rid of the extras. Oh, I just barely missed it. Okay, Bunny, when did you show up? Whatever. Let's go. No, you don't. No, 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 no. You don't get that armor back, buddy. Yeah. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's what we're looking for. Make danger zones stop appearing for time. Oh. That's actually pretty good. Look at that, we're halfway there. Whoa. We are halfway there. Whoa. Living on a prayer. And we're back to the lag. Oh shit. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Why is my completion status still only at like 9? What is happening? Why is my damage so weak? Is this part of the lag? I don't know. This is weird. This is wrong. I'm gonna need to look into this. I need to look into this more, because this is not what should be happening right now. Something's very wrong. See? I should be about that effective at this point. But I don't know, maybe I've just picked the wrong stats for this run. And it's probably what happened. There he goes. There he goes, he's dead. Yeah, I know. I know, you're trying, giving me advice, yada yada. Welcome to China. That's really one of the songs. Welcome to China. All right. Wow, even this screen is slow. Even this screen is slow and laggy. What the hell is happening? It was not like this before. What the hell? Huh. Gwen Shao. Sure. Let's get me over to South South. Ah! I don't have quite enough for South South. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Ah. I want to play as South South though. South South's cool. He's one of the cool He's one of the coolest characters from Dynasty Warriors. He's a scheming piece of shit, but he's still cool. He's the cool kind of scheming piece of shit. I just barely don't have enough embers for him to get them in the next run. Oh god. Okay. How long have we been... How long has this been going? An hour? And we're at 4... Oh, we're at 4 viewers! Oh, would you look at that? Some people have been joining in. Hello. Hello, people, whoever you are. I don't know who you are, because you're not using the chat. Hello. I've been suffering through whatever is happening to my game. Why is it changing my display mode? Quit changing my display mode, game. Okay, so actually, you know what? We're gonna try something. Yeah, the character I beat the game with is Zheng Ha. But actually, we're gonna try something. I'm gonna start a new game, and instead of doing it on a harder difficulty, I'm going to do it on the default difficulty. And we're going to see what happens. We're going to see, like, maybe it's the amount of enemies the game spawns on harder difficulties that's, like, bottlenecking my CPU or something. I don't know. Because the slowdown has been happening. The slowdown has been happening off stream as well, so it's not the stream doing it. Something about the game is causing it to do this, and it's only started happening. It's only started happening after I beat the game. So let's do default, and we'll do default as Yuan Shao because we just unlocked it. See what happens. Okay, yeah, things are running normally. Of course, this is the very first level, so who knows? We gotta wait and see, you know, when crowds get bigger, what'll happen. His sword extends out like one of those little claw things. None of you are really what I'm looking for here. Reroll. You work. Let's look for some charm here. Nope, the slowdown's back. Son of a bitch. Alright, yeah. It is just something I'm gonna have to look into. Ooh, these guys all have grace. Alright, perfect. Perfect. Let's do you. I regret my decision now. Alright, well, that was quick. You do have the bolt attribute, but... Ooh, hello. Yes. Peach. Grab a peach. Increase our health. Yum. Oh, we can do it again. Hell yeah. It doesn't matter that it's not... Oh, yes, it doesn't matter that it's not healing me. It increases my maximum health when it's doing that. So, I have no real reason not to keep doing this over and over again if it just keeps giving me the option. And look, I'm already at the boss fight. Except I only have 3 of my guys. I only have 3 people. So... this boss fight's probably going to take longer. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Hey. This guy really pretty heavily relies on alliances, doesn't he? I think I made a bad choice here. There we go. It just heals me. It deflects current enemies and then heals me a little bit. Yeah, this guy is God Shao. Gonna be honest, not my favorite. He's not my favorite, not by a long shot. Ow. There we go. There we go. And then what's his other thing? Nothing. He doesn't even do the big... He doesn't even do the big attack. Are you kidding me? Wow, okay, I might as well just let myself get killed here. I do not like Yuan Shao. I do not like Yuan Shao's gameplay at all. This guy sucks. This guy sucks. Suffered 10 defeats. Oh, thanks, game. Thanks. Thanks. Gave me a... What? I don't think the developers expected you to beat the game before losing 10 times. I'm pretty sure that dialogue is supposed to appear... I'm pretty sure that dialogue appears exclusively after you've beaten the game, lost the game 10 times. I already beat the game a good while ago. I don't think it expected this. I still can't defend. I am 100 embers. Not even. I am 20. I am 20 embers away from Cao Cao. Oh my lord. 20 embers away from Cao Cao. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm getting pinged. Why am I getting pinged? Who'll be pinging me? Fuck. the fuck? Okay. Everyone in an entire server I'm in just got pinged asking if we would eat human meat. The circles I'm in. The circles I'm in, man. The circles I'm in, son of a bitch. Well, would you? No. No. You of all people know me well enough. Mike, you should know my answer to that. I am the sensible person in most of the circles I'm in. I am the sensible person. My immediate response is no. Because one, that's sickening. And two, like, apart from the general moral sickening of it, like moral disgust that I have at the idea, there's a thing, there are consequences for eating human meat. You know, even if you take the morality out of it, there are certain literal, just straight up consequences to that are not conducive to one's health. You know, there are so many diseases you can contract. So many diseases you can contract from cannibalism. The most obvious one being prions. And holy shit, you don't want to deal with prions. Holy fuck. Prions are genuinely horrifying. Yes, but counterpoint, you play Hearts of Iron 4 for fun. Okay, look, that's a different kind of problem. That's a different situation. That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing as consuming human flesh. It's a little different. When will you learn that your actions have consequences? Oh boy. Alright, well, I know it's early, but we've been going for an hour 20. I know it's early, but we are just suffering by doing this, and the further we continue on this, the more we suffer, and I feel like I need to do some research into this problem and try to figure out what the hell is going on to make the game suddenly slow down, specifically after I beat the game. So I'm gonna have to look into that. If I manage to find something that makes it work again at like full speed, then I might stream it again. But as of now, I don't think streaming this is going to provide decent quality content for viewers. But I do think it does give a decent idea of what the game is like, at least. So yeah. As for the rest of this week, the rest of this week itself, I believe, is normal. But on Saturday, I will be attending the. I will be attending. Hold on, let me. This Saturday, I will be attending this month's Soba Twitch meetup, in-person meetup. And Soba, for those who don't know, is not the noodles. It is an organization called. It is an organization known as the Seattle Online Broadcasters Association, and it is a group dedicated to basically networking and promoting Seattle-based content creators from streamers, YouTubers, etc. Mostly streamers, because streamers are like the biggest demographic, basically, right? But same idea, right? Online broadcasters. So anyone who's making something online from, uh, you know, TikTok to Instagram or Twitch or YouTube or dare I say Facebook. Theoretically, if you make any online content and you are based in the Seattle area, you qualify for working with working with Soba. I attended one of their meetups back in. I attended their meetup back in April, and that was fun. And I'm going to attend the meetup that they have this month, this Saturday. And what makes this special, and why I'm telling you this in particular, because even though it doesn't necessarily influence my stream schedule since it's on a weekend, I will actually be on Soba's live stream, because whenever Soba holds one of these events, they live stream. They live stream themselves live, obviously, during the event. They have a little setup against the wall in like a little like area that they have reserved for participants, Soba participants, the people who RSVP'd. And during the live stream, if you fill out a little application form and you get approved, they will bring you on to do an in-person interview while you're there. And, well, Soba's decently popular. They got like 1.7k followers on Twitch. And as they like to specify, as they like to specify in their process, their like application process and their promotion for the application, all that, they're like, who knows, the stream might end up on the front page, so be on your best behavior, that kind of thing. So I'm going to be interviewed. I made an application and I got approved. I am going to be one of the streamers interviewed live in person in the flesh during the Soba meetup this month. So for anyone who catches that stream and whatever documented VOD comes out of it, you'll be able to see the fleshy version of me. The physical version of me. The version of me that exists within the physical realm and not this 2D rat creation. So yeah. That'll be fun. I bet that'll be fun. I'll sometime before or after that interview, probably after, I'll munch on whatever bar food they have available. Last time I was there, I had poutine, and that was nice. But I might try to eat something a bit more substantial this time. But yeah, that's about it. That is about it. I don't really have any other updates. So, if you want to try and catch that stream, if you do want to try and catch that stream to see me, be sure to follow their Twitch page, which is, I believe, called Seattle OBA. That's their Twitch channel. Seattle OBA. So you follow that Twitch channel. And then, yeah, on Saturday this week, the 28th, at starting at around 6 p.m. PST, is when the stream will start. And I think the way I'm told is that they'll do an introduction stream, and then after they do the introduction segment. After they do the introduction segment, they will then begin to bring on people to do the interviews. And I will be one of them. So yeah, that'll be fun. It's a pretty big step for me, honestly. It might be some of the biggest exposure I've ever. It'll be some of the biggest exposure I've ever gotten, save for the Doom video. You know, so who knows what might come out of it? I have no idea, really. But I'm excited to see what happens. And I hope all goes well. So yeah. That's all the updates for me right now. And I think that's all I've really got left to say. So I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you all later.